Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Dolphins versus Cowboys NFL matchup on Sunday, December 24th, 2023. Of course, at Pickdawgz, we do tons of free picks. And when you give out that many, well, you're going to like some the best. And those are the ones we put under the Premium Picks tab. You can use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text the number that you see on the screen. These are not available on the website, so go ahead and text. But anyways, let's get to this one. We've got the Dolphins taking on the Cowboys. We've got two teams that are 10-4 this season, two teams thinking postseason, two teams that have a shot to win their respective divisions, and two teams that, well, need a win against a quality opponent in a spot like this. Is the Dolphins. All of their wins have come against teams with losing records, while the Cowboys just seem to not be able to get it over the hump against the better teams. They do have the win over the Philadelphia Eagles. That game was home, but outside of that, when tested, on the road, they have not been able to produce a win. So something's got to give in this particular game. At least we think something's got to give. I mean, in today's NFL, ties certainly not out of the question. So not going to start that there's going to be a tie here, but let's just say, wouldn't put it past it. But the thing is that this Dolphins team, while the criticism is that they can't beat the teams with the winning record, I really think that if you look at those games where they played the teams with the winning records, really not very favorable spots. In Buffalo, when the Bills were playing pretty well at that time, they played in Philadelphia on the road in a primetime game where the Eagles had 0 penalties called against them. In the entire game, the Dolphins had 10 penalties called against them. There was a play in that game where a Dolphins receiver was grabbed by the face mask and thrown to the ground, and the ref didn't call pass interference on that. Got news for you. You see a call like that ignored, you're not going to win. It's just the way that it is. And I think that the Dolphins have had that, but at the same time, they've had opportunities to make plays, and we've seen them come up big at times as well. So we'll see if they can do that here. Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys, it's been a very, very long time since we've seen this team be, 100% relevant as far as, championship type stuff. We've seen the Cowboys, playoff contenders and things of that nature a lot more recently than we've seen the Dolphins. But at the same time, to be like championship contenders, well, we haven't seen the Cowboys really at that level. And Dak Prescott, a candidate still for MVP, and they need a win here if he wants to really remain in that type of race. Of course, the Cowboys have done it on both sides of the ball. Parsons been, one of the best defensive players in the game this season. I don't think there's really much discussion there. The Dolphins' defense much improved as well, and while both these offenses are outstanding, it really is the defenses that have been great. It's the Dolphins' pass defense, and it is the Cowboys' rush defense. So I think that, it kind of lends itself in that I think both offenses probably will find some room to work here. They'll probably also find some frustration. But at the end of the day, I think that, it's going to come down to who wants it more. And under McDaniel, we haven't seen the Dolphins play like they want it more at any given time. I do not believe this guy is a great head coach, gets a lot of ink, but look at the players that he has on this roster. I think most of us out there, given this type of talent, could probably do something with it. And, you look at the Cowboys and McCarthy, and this guy, he does have a Super Bowl ring, but that was a long time ago. And I tell you what, it's going to continue to be a long time ago. I'm going to take the Dolphins in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free, and the way they work, they show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they tell you today's odds, help putting you on the most favorable bets on the board today.